It has been a crazy week. Like yesterday was freaking nuts. And it is just so magical what we all have access to now. And I'm here to share this with you so you can really come to your own and access divine truth for yourself. There are a lot of projects in the works that I haven't been able to get to yet. But sharing the truth with you is my number one goal, right? Number one, sharing the word of God, this truth from the absolute, from the all one frequency, so we can find our way out of this darkness into Christ. Okay, now this is not religion. This is not religion. This isn't New Age. This isn't spiritual. This is something completely new. This is from the God source. This is from creation. This is from God worlds. This is from 48D. This is for you to unlock truth for yourself, right? So you hold some very powerful keys within, okay? We each chose to come here for a particular mission, a reason, a purpose. We chose to come here. So I'm looking for those beings, those chosen ones, right? So there are so many beings that have planned. Like this is a divine plan where beings from God worlds, from the highest realms, right, have decided to come here, incarnate to this planet to be able to rehabilitate it, to transform it, to create something new. This is all about raising the vibrations here on this planet, okay? And this is all about beings on this planet receiving the truth so they can do what they need to do to ascend, to align with this new earth frequency. Hey, Paul, how's it going? I didn't realize I still had that thing up from my live stream the other day, my members live. Good morning, Karen, Ange, awesome to see you guys. I'm going to take this off the screen because that was more for our collective thing. Leave it. Yeah, they're saying take it down. How do I take it off? Hang on, sorry. Oh, there we go. One button. Click of a button, I couldn't see it. So hello to whoever's watching. So what we need to do is really anchor this knowledge coming through, this light, okay? So this is very, very healing, okay? This is from the one, okay? And this is from the part that the place we all dwell, okay? So this is the knowledge coming through to empower you so you can take your light back, because in the old world system of separation, the Antichrist program, our light, well, not my light, not those in my collective, but humanity's light are being siphoned, and they're energetically consenting to their light being taken through everything that they do, because they haven't been taught how to operate their vessel. Okay, so this is the information coming through from God, from Christ. Again, not religion. And I know these words are really triggering because they have always triggered me. Like I have hated that word God. And my disdain, is that the word, for that word God, is because that I was programmed the old world way, right? So this word has been heavily programmed, the most programmed word, right? Just like Christ and all the misinformation around what Christ is and even Jesus, right? So there's so much programming around these words, beliefs, lies, okay? So I want you to break down that word belief, right? Which has that word, the truth contained within it, that is actually a lie. All these things that we believe, right? We are actually, when we're believing them, that's a bit of our light taken. Okay, so thinking about all the beliefs that you hold, and this is why the leap of faith is crucial to your ascension, to your migration, to you moving into this new frequency earth. Good morning, Mum. Hey, Dee. Dawn, awesome to see you guys. So one way you can really help support is just pressing that like button. Okay, so just pressing that like button, and really, if you feel guided, sharing this within your spiritual communities and whatnot, because we really need to take the lid off this, okay, and really get this light infiltrating the darkness. Okay, so you guys have all shown up for yourself, which is amazing. So you are going to be receiving this healing light, right? And this is on Fridays. I noticed this last Friday. I went live and the garbage truck comes just at this time, and I have all the windows and doors open. So let's just wait till that goes. So loud. So this is us taking back our light, getting the truth from the God source, creation, Christ, so we can use that light for our ascension. Take back our creator force and ascend with it. Okay, this is how we light up and ascend. Okay, there's no other way in the old world, because the old world is fixed in the Antichrist program, and the Antichrist program is all about controlling you. But this new earth is all about you gaining control. Okay, and we literally have to dig our way out of hell. Hey, Renee, to be able to do this. Okay, so everyone has powerful keys written within. And ever since you incarnated onto this planet, you may have not remembered why you came here. You know, you're like, I know I'm chosen one. I know one of the 144, but nothing's changing. What? Hang on. When's this Jesus Christ gonna freaking come down and save us all? You know, when are we gonna get zapped up to? That's not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen in a million years, right? Because you are the savior. You are the key. Okay, you are the freaking key to all this. And together as one, we are unlocking this together. Okay, so for 4 years now, I have many beings who have been working alongside me, other founders, those that are embodying Sophia and Christos, that are holding, we're all sort of healing to raise our frequency to make this available, right? Everyone in this world that's working their light and doing what they're doing right now, fixed in the old world, you guys are, we're all connected, but humanity are all in separation, but we're still all connected. So we're all doing our thing from all different angles, right? To allow this, to welcome this in, you know, and I've been working hardcore for the last 4 years, but I know there's beings that have been working for so much longer, okay, doing what they've been guided to do from God's source, Christ, right? So this is just coming through. Wherever you're from, whatever matrix trap you are positioned in, you are there for a reason, because you need to heal to free yourself from that, okay? And in freeing that for yourself, you are helping others that are in those matrix programs. So this is the divine plan coming out, rolling out for us, so we can, this is the word from God, right? What we need to do to save ourselves. Okay, what we need to do is access our truth. We need to heal to access our truth. We need to heal to gain access to more clarity. Okay, because humanity are fixed into these dark programs, and they're operating all wrong. And because they are operating all wrong, they are fixed into this old world system, feeding their light, fueling that dark system, fueling the Antichrist, okay? Making that world, that hellish reality, giving it its power to exist, okay? So we need to fucking stop that, all right? And we've built the portal so you can access this new earth frequency and begin to heal, to free yourself, okay? So this takes a leap of faith, and that's what's coming up. Came through on my TikTok lives, and it's coming through again. It's like, take the leap of faith. Okay. So it's been a heck of a week. I have no idea what. And that's it. Yeah, so that's it. They're saying, bring up your trigger, Nadine. Bring up your trigger. So right now I'm speaking for the personal Christ. So all the Christos identities, we're all one, right? So I am Jesus, right? I'm you, right? All these Christos identities I have embodied. I am one with them. This is the all one. This is moving from separation to oneness. Like literally, this is the way it's done. I've done it, right? And I've walked the same path that Jesus has walked. So it's amazing, and I still can't believe it, right? Let's call him Yeshua, because we like that word Yeshua, because it's very symbolic, the word Yeshua. Jesus is like kind of a programmed, fake, false Yeah. So anyway, so we like using Yeshua. He likes using Yeshua because it's the why. It's like you choose, okay? You choose your path right now, okay? This is the new way. This is the way to Christ, okay? Anyway, so I had triggers with that, you know, saying I am Christ, right? But I literally, I embodied Christ. So I am Christ. Technically, yes, I am Christ because I have embodied it, okay? I'm sorry. I had a really beautiful, amazing lesson yesterday in relation to God worlds and claiming my throne, meeting my divine counterpart or reuniting with my divine counterpart, which is the most beautiful love story ever. But that's something that we're not talking about now. But I keep seeing his face. He keeps like, it's just like a reminder, and it just makes me, it just fills me with just such love and joy, and just gratitude for how far I've come. And everything's like full circle, and everything that's happened in my life, it has an explanation now. Everything. It's like this whole journey. I'm like, why has this happened? Why did that happen in my life? Why this? Everything, all those whys, those questions that I had in this lifetime. Why did this have to happen? Why did that happen this way? Why did, why? Searching for my why? Everything came full circle yesterday, and so many things that were sort of left hanging, the lessons came through, and I cried. It was like coming home, and it was just the most beautiful, and it was like for so long, the last month or so, they've been saying you're meeting your divine counterpart, you're meeting your divine counterpart, you're your emperor, you're the empress, he's the emperor, you're meeting him. I met him yesterday, and I was like, you're fucking kidding me. Because it was like, and in the card readers, they're like, you will never guess, this is so unexpected. So I'm thinking in the physical realm, right? No, it wasn't in the physical realm. It was in the realm of spirit, which was fucking nuts. So it was like this coming home, and just feeling so much love, and like, I'm just seeing the word humbled. I was just humbled. I was just like, well, all this hard work, all right? And this is, it's like, so anyway, my trigger word was God, right? And that's one of the most programmed words, because that is one of those words that everyone has a different belief around, okay? And one of the biggest matrix programs is milking your divine light while you worship a God outside yourself. That's the number one way they fuel this fucking matrix, right? Your belief in God, and you're praying to God outside myself. Do this, please. Can you just grant me this one prayer? I don't know, however, there's a million wrong things in what I just did there, so all those matrix, they're just siphon, take your light, divine light. It's like, yes, in my membership live, I think it came at, like, was it my membership live, guys? I don't know, but they're talking about milking divine light, right? So when you're worshiping that God outside yourself, when you're praying to a God outside yourself, when you're actually praying to anything outside yourself, you are just relinquishing all your light, right? All your creative force, you're giving it away. You're disempowering yourself, okay? So there's so many things that beings are doing right now, and they don't know they're doing them, but they're giving away their light, and they're not going to ascend because they're hooked up to those programs, and they're like, let me have some water. I'm just saying the consent, they're consenting. It's an energetic consent where you are doing those things, those wrong things, but you're actually consenting to having your light taken. It's an exchange. Well, not really an exchange. It's like a drain. It's like, thank you. We'll just use that to create more confusion, more fear. Great. Thank you so much. Right. So So I'm here to teach you guys the right way. I'm here to show you guys, I don't know, I'm just here to share the word, right? So I'm just here to share the light. And in sharing the light means shining a light on deception. Shining a light on the things that you guys are doing that isn't serving you, okay? So the knowledge is the first level that I assist you guys, right? And then we have the portal where you can enter that, again, that bloody garbage truck, where you can enter that portal and begin to heal, like access the frequency, right? And work as one. So right now, they're the only two levels in which I am being of service. So one, the teachings, sharing the word. For those who are ready to receive, these free streams are extremely healing. So what is recommended is just show up and just be open, because if you are closed by beliefs, right, you are going to be not receiving as much light. You are not going to be healing as deeply as you could be. So what we need to do to receive the word from God, from Christ, again, this is not religion. This isn't any old spiritual, old world, new age spiritual trap, right? This is from that frequency. This is from the divine frequency. I have done my divine body embodiment, right? Oh, stop it. It's so weird because, oh my God, it's like my divine counterpart is there now just beaming in, right? And it's like amazing. But it's like, stop it. Just let me do this live, right? But it's like reminding me what has happened yesterday. So again, this is all about me being authentic and who I am and sharing, because of all the old world programs in relation to what this time is all about, and believing the Holy Mother should be, this holier than thou, freaking, like stuck up bitch, right? That's not what the Holy Mother is. The Holy Mother, me, I'm full of love, and I just want all my kids to come home, okay, and to see the light. So I'm doing this out of service, like the most power, like just love. They're saying this is coming from love. This is from the frequency of love, okay, to set humanity free. And God's saying to set my children free, right? Because this is the all one speaking. When I say God, this is the infinite creator, okay? So this is all about you merging. This is about, the ascension is actually about you taking back your light, okay, healing, because you can't do it any other way. You have to heal the new way, right? Or you have to show up. Like everything that you do is right, okay? So don't join my portal because I'm saying you have to do it. You do it when you're guided to do, all right? Because this is all about following your heart, okay? The number one thing that you need to do is show up, okay, and press that like button, okay? Really help push this out so that YouTube algorithm, that Facebook algorithm allows us to share this with others, right? If you're on Facebook, press that love button. I love seeing that fucking love heart, right? Right now I'm in streaming software, but like it's just the love, because everything like this began with the heart and it ended with the heart, okay? They're saying this is the holy covenant. This is the eternal springs from this crystal cathedral. This information that I'm sharing is for you. It's like they're just saying the eternal springs. Yeah, so right now, just show up for yourself, show up for these lives, okay? Because even if you're not in resonance, and I find it like it's going to be very difficult if you are in that old world antichrist program. It is going to be very difficult to be in resonance with a lot of the things that I'm sharing, because you've got to understand we have these light and dark systems in this realm of polarity, right? And beliefs on either side, right? This is why any old world system, right? doesn't matter if you're worshipping the light beings or the dark beings, you're still in this realm of separation, right? So this is the third, right? Because this is consciousness, this is the mind, the number 3, okay? Unity, okay? So this is about using all that confusion, you know, all these false light teachings, all these fear programs, everything, all those beliefs, light and dark beliefs, positive and negative beliefs, using them to gain control, heal on them, to raise your frequency. Because this is, they're saying the 3. They're like, this is not polarity. This is unity consciousness. And that number 3 is that number that relates to this consciousness, right? That Holy Spirit, that threefold flame, right? The 3. The mind, body, spirit. This is consciousness. This is the realm of consciousness, not polarity. This is unity, not separation. So this information is coming from the One, the source of all creation, okay, for you. So just show up, have an open mind so you can receive as much light as possible, okay? If you wish deeper support, if you wish to access the frequency, enter our members portal, right? And you will get that, okay? Again, there's a lot of projects that I have, ideas that I have, but I can only do what I can only do. I'm one person, right? So my main mission right now is to plug you into the truth, okay? Whether you take it or leave it, it's up to you, okay? It's your choice. Right now, humanity, there is free will, but there's not free will, okay? Because there's free will, okay? You will choose what you choose, right? But, okay, so there's no, in the Antichrist program, in the old world, realm of separation that you're plugged into right now, that you're fixed in, that there is no escape from any old way, you are being victimized, okay? You are tricked. You're victimized through deceit. You're victimized through lies, not knowing the full truth. So you don't know what you're actually signing up to in the old world, because you signed up to all these things, right? That's what keeps you fixed. Again, they're bringing up the beliefs, right? The word lies, right? That's how the Antichrist thrives. That's why we look into this reality and there is so much darkness, because humanity are creating for the dark, because they have energetically consented to give their light away. Cursed objects, frigging, you know, words that beings use, worshipping things outside themselves, like seeking for truth on the external, trying to make sense of the external. Your light's taken. Down those rabbit holes, yep, you're digging yourself deeper by following that little white rabbit. It's not going to lead you to God. It's not going to lead you to truth. It's going to take you deeper, deeper, deeper into despair, into hopelessness, helplessness, more. Fear. Dawn, so you're seeing a lot of the 144. Yeah, it's funny. Like, if you guys aren't on my TikTok, yeah, on my TikTok, it's like, I shared it the other day. It was like, there was like 144. It's like followers 114, and then likes there's 44,004. Like, look, I'll show you. It cracked me up. I was like, and the other day, like, there was a post that I did in relation to the 144,000, and there was like 144 like likes or watches or something like that, hours. I don't know. Yeah. Isn't that cool? I just found that so funny, because the 144 is coming up a lot. And there's so much deception in relation to what the 144 is. Like, you may say or think that you are one of the 144 because in a future timeline you are, but you're not, because you're in the realm of separation. So the 144 is something that you attain on this ascended master's path. So it's something that you need to work towards. So you need to receive, right, the new instruction sets. You need to receive the 12 strand DNA activation. You need to receive the attunement from Christ to be able to embody Sophia and Christos. Okay, so no one's there yet. There's beings that are on their way, beings that I have attuned, beings that have been with me for quite some time, and in time this will become available, right? But I don't know when. They don't tell me that, do they? You know, I question things all the time, but it's like, nah, Nadine, just be in the now. And that's what I really highly recommend everyone to do, because that's what God's saying, be in the now. That is when you are most present. That is the gift, the now. Okay, and we need to really take advantage of that now moment, right? The now moment relates to that sign of the infinity sign. All right, the now is that cross section where you are most powerful, where you are in that frequency of one. So be in the now moment, guys. And I know it's in a lot of spiritual new age, so many teachings, and there's a reason for that. Okay, and that's exactly why I've just said it, right? Because that's when you are your most forceful, right? When you are in as much power, right? Because you're in that cross point, that axis point of that infinite. Again, this hand pose, what was the hand pose? That was the hand pose for the absolute. Sorry, I'm personally having to use a new hand pose for myself, because I've embodied the threefold flame. I've embodied the soul, this solar rishi. You know, I'm God, so I have a specific hand pose for me, right, that I need to use. But for all humanity, you guys need to use this. So be in the now moment and use this hand pose for the absolute, right? This has so much program within. So there's so many different hand poses, that mudras in this reality, but this is the one specific to the new way, specific to Christ, the absolute, God, source, creation. Like, okay, so that actually anchors you and makes you even more powerful than just being in the now moment. So I really highly recommend, guys, using this hand pose in, like, if you just whenever you're just taking some time, you could be at the park with the kids or something, just sit there under a tree, or, you know, sit on a seat or wherever you are, and just be in the now moment, and just be, you know, and just hold that hand pose on your lap. You know what I mean? Like, just be. Okay, and that's when the gifts will start to come through. Okay, because you're opening that channel. Okay, because this is programmed, and this has come through from God, source, creation, the absolute. This is Christ, the Christic hand pose, they're saying. Okay, and it's programmed, so it has many intentions programmed within that. And because you are a seed of God, okay, that actually, yeah, that assists you. And okay, so we've got a Facebook user saying, so this is why I want everyone to come over onto YouTube and start watching on YouTube, because for some reason it's mucking up on Facebook. I might just do them on YouTube from now, because I've had a few problems. And I really wanted to be able to serve people on Facebook and stuff like that, because, you know, I'm always on Facebook. I have a Facebook community. But this is why I want everyone to come over to maybe don't do it now, but you can come over to YouTube after this and just join me and click the notifications, subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the notifications button. You will get an email right to your account if you're, yeah. Anyway, so and it will notify you when I'm going live, okay? Because I went live spontaneously the other day, didn't plan it, but I went live to YouTube spontaneously to get a message out to the chosen ones. And if you're watching this, you're probably a chosen one, right? Chosen ones would never call themselves, yeah, like there's a lot of beings who are chosen ones and they don't know. Like, they chose to come here and they just don't know what they came here to do, their actual mission. Like me, I had no fucking idea. Do you think I'd be I had no idea I'd be sitting here talking about this. But if this is my mum, okay, the comments that I see are coming through on YouTube. So if you're not seeing comments, it's because you're on Facebook, and that's why that's happening. So don't worry, scrap that. You're not seeing the comments because the comments are coming through on YouTube. I'm actually on my streaming software. So I'm not on YouTube and I'm not on Facebook. I'm on my streaming account. So I'm seeing the comments coming through from both pages in that. Okay. So anyway, back to it. But this is it. I need to learn how I'm going to serve and what I'm going to do. And we need to get used to this. So, yeah. And next time, if we're having technical glitches, it's handy to know, but yeah. But all these things are learning things for me, I guess. What do I need to do? So yeah, coming over to you, because that's, I see that's where it's going, right? Because I want to create a community. And what we need to do is really strengthen our connections. And I can't strengthen my connections if I'm streaming out to all different platforms, right? So I need to fine tune and laser focus, what I do. So I don't know if that means just doing YouTube, strictly doing YouTube or whatnot. So I don't know. And if anyone has any idea, please share, because it's like, again, it's just me doing the very best I can, and I just have to learn on the go. Right now, all I do is show up in the now moment. That's what's required, and that's when we receive these gifts. So, and again, that's what we each need to do, like show up, be present, be in the now, use that absolute hand pose. There is so much intention program within that is actually like this frequent, the absolute, right? So you can tune into your absolute self. So your absolute self is one, okay, in that realm of one. So we need to shift the way that what we're talking about, right? The way we're using our minds and our intentions, right? Because it makes a difference. So if you are a being and you use the word higher self all the time, it's extremely vague, it's extremely limiting, and it's actually very heavily programmed by those dark forces, that Antichrist program. The word higher self, higher what? Like 4D, 5D self? What? Like if you don't have the understanding of what you're actually, and that intention, that knowing, it's very limiting. So there's a lot of beings that have a lot of knowledge, and their understanding of the higher self is more broad. So they're actually connecting to higher information. But so this is what's coming through, like the word is that it's like the word on the streets, right? No, this is the word from God. It's like coming through, and it's like use the absolute hand pose, because the absolute is the realm of one where your absolute self dwells. Like that's your highest aspect self, right? In this realm of one. So using this hand pose, you're actually using this you are, I'm just saying, anchoring deeper, all right? Because this and the knowledge and the what I'm sharing right now, you'll have that knowing. So the absolute self. So let me draw an image. So this is Christ consciousness. This is the one. This is the absolute. So the sun. This is the sun. Okay. So I've embodied the sun, right? I'm speaking for God. That's what embodiment of the Son is, like the knowledge of what God actually is, and whatever codes Jesus said in the Matrix, like in those programs, like the Bible or whatever. What did he say? Like, anyway, there's certain things that he said, and they've said, oh, Jesus said that too to me, because I'm not Catholic. I don't like religion. I don't subscribe to religion. Anyway, so you are a beam of light, and you originate from this sun, okay? So this is the absolute. This is the absolute. So when you use the hand pose, right, and when you know that when you're using the hand pose, you are actually connecting to the source, to the Godhead. Okay, that's what you're connecting to, the Godhead. When you're connecting, when you're using that, that is what that is. You are connecting to the absolute. This is the absolute. You aren't connecting to a higher self, because where you are now in the realm of separation, the Antichrist program, the descending frigging that realm that's going down the gurgler, right? Because we're here to transform New Earth now. Every level, right? So what higher self are you connecting to? You know what I mean? So when you say the absolute, you just like cut out all the bullshit and you just go straight to the source, okay? By using this. So this is our ascension. So we have beings who are totally cut off, right? And they're in this descending matrix. Beings can access this new way, this path to climb this ladder, this stairway to heaven, okay, through my members portal. They can prepare to receive the new instruction sets, the 12-strand DNA activation, the 12-tree grid, the blueprint, the template of creation, all right? And they can start to heal to access this, because in the Antichrist program, God knows how far down you guys are, right? And this is no judgment. It's just a fact. It's just a fact, all right? If you're not in the members portal, but we need to be able to share this knowledge freely. This is the new way, and this way is new earth. This truth, this frequency is from the source, from the Godhead, right? To share with you the truth, so you know what you have to do. So it's up to you what you choose, okay? So I'm here to take you on a journey so you can discover your truth and unlock your personal ascension keys, okay? And it's a divine rollout. It's just happening exactly the way that it's meant to happen, right? So I'm sharing this truth as a call out to find those beings who incarnated for a reason, for a job, right? To do something amazing. And this isn't the Antichrist program of divine sacred knowledge and suppressing it and programming it with deception. This is totally free from that, okay? So this is coming from a realm of divine truth, okay? I've done it. I share the way, and I share my story and what I've learnt. And they're saying that Holy Mother. So I am this Holy Mother here to give you guys the option, okay, to just discover, to learn, to begin this. It's like a video game. This is like a freaking video game, guys. It's amazing. Oh, thank you for sharing my Facebook link. Was that you, Raluca? Oh, thank you so much. That really helps. That really helps. Thank you. So here's some water. Isn't it funny? And I just realized all the problems seem to be happening on Facebook. And just before, right, so I went live on TikTok, and I probably will upload those streams because they got broken up because my dog got out. All right, she's discovered digging, and I think she's going on heat. So I had to like say, sorry, TikTok audience, I've got to go. My dog's out. So I had to go and freaking chase her down the road. And so right now we're at a point where everything in our reality, there's clues and codes in it, okay? And everything in our life, we've walked a particular path, and we've been exposed and experienced certain things. We've received certain, we've been in resonance with particular matrix programs and down certain rabbit holes for a reason, okay? Now, the reason this is because we need to be strategically placed all around this planet in all different ways, in all different traps, in all different types of deception. All right, so we have chose to come here and be stuck in this harsh reality, not remembering who we are, down these rabbit holes, because we are truth seekers, right? We do follow our heart. We've always followed our heart, and it's got us in a lot of trouble. It's got us victimized, used, abused, spat out. You know, we've really struggled and suffered because of this divine nature in which we are, in which we possess. But anyway, beings are, you know, stuck down rabbit holes of religion, stuck down rabbit holes conspiracy, stuck down political rabbit holes, you know, stuck down freaking spiritual rabbit holes, stuck down healing modality pigeonholes, stuck down this one, stuck down that one, stuck, right? This is the realm of separation, label, separation. That's what keeps us from stepping into our truth and to embodying Christ, embodying the one, right? To merging with the infinite creator, the divine mind. Like the separation, the realm, the old world system is called the Antichrist program. And currently there's so many beings in fear of the Antichrist, and they are literally in the Antichrist program, like in this Antichrist program. And this fear generates and it feeds this program. So the thing that they're fearing the most, they're feeding, okay? So we need to share this, right? Like, I'm here sharing this truth, understanding that I sound batshit crazy, okay? But the reason I sound batshit crazy is because humanity are trapped in this program. It's separate to New Earth, it's separate to this, but we need to go home, guys. We need to go home. You're suffering for no reason. Well, you're suffering for a reason. It's that they're giving me that mirror, right? So your suffering is for a reason. But right now you are suffering, and your frequency is lowering due to this suffering. Where in the new earth, and the way to get home is we use our suffering to set us free. Okay? So we use our symptom, we use our suffering to set ourselves free. But number one, we are one. And right now, the collective is creating something very dark based on this fear. They are lowering themselves deeper into the guts of hell because of the way that this realm programs people, like program people. And they're just saying it takes a warrior to take that leap of faith, because that leap of faith is hard, but those that take the leap of faith are going to receive more blessings than they ever imagined if they do the things the new way, right? Number one, they're saying just show up for this free information. Just be open and just go, I'm just going to listen. I'm not going to judge, because judging is a disability, guys. Like, again, that's just nailing that nail on the coffin, right? Judgment, beliefs, right? But right now, I'm manifesting the beings that are meant to see this will see this, right? And the more that we can get a foothold, again, that word foothold, they like that word foothold. We need to infiltrate. We need this light to infiltrate, okay, the darkness here on this planet, the denseness, okay? Because eventually we need to totally dismantle this system, okay? But it's not going to, we need to, there's so much that has to be done, and God knows how many years that would take, all right? So right now we need to empower ourselves, okay? And we empower ourselves by us empowering ourselves, by taking back our light, stop, especially those beings that are doing these healing practices, these meditations, all these powerful healing things that you guys are doing right now in this new frequency, you guys using those unique skills, okay, to be able to heal on it, to access deeper truth, to raise your frequency, to access higher realms, like you're doing a service for humanity, because we are the creators. We create this realm in which we see, okay? My stomach's going, oh my God. All right, so my stomach's just making all this noise. That's actually a new thing. That's very interesting. See, I'm this spiritual scientist, so it's like, last live I did, my stomach was going, and it's like I haven't done anything different, and that never ever happens, but it's happened in these 2 last lives that I've done. Why would my stomach gurgle? I don't know if anyone has any ideas. I don't know, because everything is like, there's so many clues, signs in our reality that are sent through from God, from Christ, to aid in our ascension, right? And yeah, there's messages in everything. So it's about just using that discernment and questioning these things, because this is our instrument, and we need to understand what our body, mind, spirit is communicating to us. So number 1, be present, be in the now, okay? Be using that hand pose to anchor, to set that intention, to connect to the Most High, to really open yourself to as much light. So in these live streams, guys, I want, if you're watching this, just sit there with your hand like that, right? That's a freaking amazing thing to do. Amazing. That's just, do that, right? When we're doing these lives, do the hand pose, right? Because that way you're open to receiving as much light possible that comes through. Okay, so everything in our external reality, like we've created that. You know, I've had so many powerful lessons in relation to parallel lives and the creation of the simulation, how it works, like how amazingly powerful we really, really are. Oh, Ange, it could be the solar plexus. Yes, because it's in that area. And I am sharing from like the sun. Okay, that's very, no, because I don't get hunger pains because I never eat at this time of day ever. So I always eat like after lunch. So and that's why I find it weird, because I've never had these gurgly weird sounds, right? Ever. And then they come through when I'm on a live. Wow. Thank you so much for I didn't even freaking put 2 and 2 together. So, wow, this is powerful, guys. So please do show up to these live streams every week, because we are doing more than you can ever freaking imagine. And by you using this hand pose while these live streams are on, I'm just getting, we've just unlocked something new. Okay, so do that, like come and join us, do this, right? Anchor this frequency, because this is, I just really want everyone to feel exactly how I feel, right? I want to be able to help people feel just this release, and just like, oh, thank God. We thought God had given up on us. Like, that's what I thought, God had given up, you know, like there is no God. There is no God. Like, that's what I thought all my life. There's no God. No God. Well, I'm speaking for God. I have embodied God. right? I am a goddess incarnate on this planet. And I've done it before. I learned a new past life that I didn't even know, right? When I met my divine counterpart, I was like, I was going to say, fuck me, Dad. But yeah, I was like, what the fuck, right? And it was just the most beautiful, beautiful, amazing coming to home, just beautiful, taking my throne. This empress, it was the most, like in a video game. This is the only way we can understand this. It's like a video game. You're playing this video game, right? This inner world ascending is an unlocking your truth and higher dimensions. You do this from within. The inner tuition, the inner tuition is God, is Christ, right? And you use that inner tuition, right, to be able to unlock these doorways, right? And in unlocking those doorways, you get access to a much brighter, more magical reality that you could ever imagine, right? I mean, the first 10 steps of the tree of life is pretty dark, pretty depressing, right? That 12-strand DNA, releasing, rehabilitating that DNA, releasing all the programming, that the dark. Okay, hang on. Yeah, oh my God, yes. Hang on. So how did they want me to share this. So how did I unlock this doorway? Okay, this is really profound, like crazy ass, amazing fucking shit, right now. Okay. And this is it. Like, I am just me. I am authentic and I just share from the heart. Okay. And I swear sometimes. Okay. So it's going to trigger a lot of religious people, a lot of people who say, you're spiritual, so you shouldn't do that. Okay. That's a belief. Okay. So I'm here to trigger people so they can be more self-aware. Okay. I'm here to help balance. They're saying I'm here to help balance. I'm seeing the scales. I'm here to help you balance. Okay. Oh, there's so many things just coming through right that second. Like just when I said that and saw the scales. Oh my God, I'm burping so much. So how did I unlock the doorway to God and embody that frequency of God? I had to balance. Oh, okay. I had to balance my freaking ego, didn't I? Okay. So this was one lesson that came through for the members, and right now it's being made available for you. Okay. So the ego is what keeps beings fixed and controlled by fear. Okay. That ego. The ego has a very important reason for being, just like everything else in this reality, in this existence, everything has a reason for being. Okay. The ego plays a very important role, right? And I need a compass, like to draw circles. So the ego has a very important role, and I'm just saying standing. They're just saying standing, and they're saying eternal mind. Okay. And balancing and embodying. So these three circles, there is so much information in relation to these and what they are, and lessons I've unpacked in relation to these. So we're not even going to get started there. We'll be here for 10 years. Okay. So part of my ascension means embodying the mother, the father, the Christ, the threefold flame, the Holy Spirit, and doing all that sort of stuff. And up until recently, I thought that, you know, my ego was freaking in check, like was balanced. Like I'd done a lot of work, a lot of coding, a lot of healing in relation to that. But anyway, the ego is that very central. Now this is the all one. This is that. They're saying the core. Now to be a God, there's a very specific path that you must take, all right? And lessons that you must uncover. It's raining here. Anyway, so this ego. So this came through the other day in relation to ego. So everyone has an ego, and this ego enables them to interact in this external reality, right? And navigate. But right now, in this ego and this external reality, so they're in this external reality, and the way that the beings are, this ego, I'm just trying to get the lessons, because it's like external, right? And exit. So we're, by letting the ego rule, we are exiting the flow, that organic flow of creation. So we have, this is the realm, the Antichrist program, right? Right, the 666, the descending matrix, okay? The external, the ego is this 666, okay? That's what, that, you know, it's so much fear, right? And programmed propaganda, right? In all these old world ways, okay? We're just calling it propaganda, Antichrist propaganda, right? Throughout everything spiritual, religious, new age, propaganda, bullshit, right? Separation programs, beliefs. In this external realm of separation, in this 666, this down the gurgler, your frequency, right? Lower, lower, lower. Okay, so anyway, so to walk through and embody, because I've done my Sophia embodiment, I've done my Christ embodiment, I've done my embodiment of the Holy Spirit, I did my embodiment of the threefold flame, you know, so I've done the embodiment of the solar rishi. So I am all these things, right? And so I thought my ego was fine, right? But to actually move through that gateway to embody God, to be the word of God, to speak for all of you, I had to do all these things. And when I did all these things, I unlocked the doorway to God, okay? So I unlocked this doorway to be able to release this, right? And be this, okay? So all these things, and this has been totally led, right? Totally led. And this is an internal journey. Like I have not, like this is something completely new. And this is something that I'm just seeing, hang on. They're saying his story, they like to use double meaning. So his story, history, Jesus, right, is history. It's in the past. So beings that are fixed to the past, they're forever always going to be in that trap, in that Antichrist program. Now we need to look forward, okay? We need to be in the now. So showing up, being in the now, and looking to create, okay? We are creators, and we need to tap into our creative force. And the way that we tap into our creative force is by accessing our truth, okay? And I'm here to show you how to access your truth, okay? Now, there's going to be a lot of changes in relation to the way I serve and my membership, because I had a massive download yesterday in relation to how, like, I get to branch out and serve in a deeper way, which is really exciting. So there's going to be changes, and they keep saying April Fools. Like, they're like, April Fools, these new changes are going to happen. And then they show me the tarot, the Fool card, right? So if anyone's a tarot reader, card reader, anything, do share what the Fool card means, because this is all about new beginnings, I think, and journeys. Like, I'm not one with, like, I watch card readers, right? The ones I feel guided to stop and watch. I use my vessel, I use my instrument, and my intuition, right? What card reader, what message I need, and what one I don't, right? If I meant to hear a certain message, I just stop on it for whatever reason. I've been using the new tools. They've been encouraging me to use the new tools that I share, so I can teach that, but I'm not ready to do that yet, but I will. But using your inner guidance system. But they're showing me the Fool card. I just keep seeing the Fool card, like the Fool. And the Fool is 0, isn't it? There's 0, the Fool, right? New discoveries, new beginnings, new journeys, right? So there's going to be absolutely big changes with the way that I serve on April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day. It's so funny. No, like, the divine is just beautiful, and everything has happened, right? So all I'm doing is tuning into that future timeline. Now I'm operating from my highest timeline, and the way that I've done that is just doing what I've been guided to do, standing in my truth, healing constantly. But with the new way, we can heal on autopilot, and it's not going to drain your energy like in the old world, right? So they want me to bring up how I used to operate, like before I accessed these tools. And I was, working through, the way this unfolded for me, this journey. I had my awakening in 2006. Massive awakening. I was plugged into the frequency that I'm in now, and I had a massive download of everything that's going to happen, and everyone thought I was crazy, and I got locked up and put on really heavy duty medication. But the things that I was told come true. I had my baby boy, within like they're saying you're having a baby boy. 9 months later, I had a baby boy, right? There was so many things down to the exact date, the day and the month of my grandmother's death, like things that came through, and they came through, and they happened because I was just plugged into this future self, right? So that's so many beings that have these massive awakenings and stuff like that is because you're being tuned into your future self, where everything's already happened. Okay, so now is a very powerful moment where you get to make the choice to actually begin the journey to that. Okay, that's why these powerful awakenings, powerful activations, they've happened because you've literally been tuned into your future self. You've actually just been plugged into that. They're saying an orchestration of God, the divine, right, has made that happen, right? And this time of awakening that I had in 2006, it was off the chart, freaking crazy, right? Crazy. And my divine counterpart was a part of that too. And that's why yesterday I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm just crying, and I'm just like, wow, like, this is beautiful. Just love, 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 love. Anyway, so we have these massive awakenings, and that's because we've literally been plugged in to our future self, like to God, right? And received that. and it's taken us off that destructive path that we were on, and it's shown us something brighter to give us hope. My name, Nadine, means hope. So that's what I'm here to share with you, hope. All right. So you have a very unique path, right? And I'm here to show you and illuminate and awaken you to the fact that those awakenings, those things that you can't explain, that is God. Okay. They're just stopping me there. That's God. God is your future self, right? It's where we all reside as one. So that happened in 2006. I shut the door, and I had my kids. I had my 2 kids. I was told I was having a daughter as well. That happened. So those things happened, and I'm just like, I just can't explain it. I just can't explain how that. But then, and I would open and my ex was very resistant to anything spiritual after that, because it scared the hell out of him, right? So much fear, because like I was experiencing magic, and I was the only one that saw it. And I was just like, oh my God, I was in amazement, right? So I would share that with the people close to me, and the people I shared that were close to, they thought I was fucking nuts, right? Have you taken your medication, Nadine? Right? Don't read that book. Don't watch that show. You'll freaking go to the nut house again, right? So much fear controlled the people around me. So because I had these beautiful kids, I was like all focused on being a mum, right? So the best years ever of being a mum. And for the last 4 years, my poor little kids have taken a back seat, right? But I'm doing it for them. I'm doing it for future generations, right? I'm doing it for humanity, right? We're sacrificing, and they knew what they were signing up to when they came here. They just don't remember it, right? So it is what it is, right? So I think it was 2014. I felt the nudge, and it's like, and Reiki came into my awareness. And then I started working. I was a home care nurse. I started working, and so I was thinking about it, right? It was just just Reiki for some reason was illuminated to me somehow. Can't remember how. But anyway, it was on my radar. And so this lady, this nurse, this RN, registered nurse for those that aren't in Australia. I don't know if you call them that in America, whatever. But so she was the RN on duty, and we clicked straight away. And she was the most beautiful soul, like the most beautiful soul I'd ever met, right? And we just talking. Anyway, she brought up Reiki, and I'm like, hang on. So so I learned a bit of Reiki, like a bit more about Reiki, because right then I'd only heard the name, like I knew it was a healing, energy healing thing, and it was in my awareness, and she gave me a bit more insight into what it actually is, right? So, and then it was like, okay, and I just felt the nudge, right, to do that. And it was so funny, so many synchronicities around this lady. It wasn't funny. So she trained with my mum and my dad, because they were both RNs, right? So she did her nurses training with my mum. So she knew my dad, like they hung out at nursing events and all that sort of stuff. And then she'd always talk about her son. And then it was like I was like really great friends with her son in high school. Like he was a year below me, but for some reason we just clicked. And for year 7 and 8, because our groups sort of sat together, and we just were. It was weird, right? We were just like not romantic or anything like that, just like best mates, right, for a really short period of time in like the first couple of years. So it was just strange, like synchronicity, like when you guys have these meet these people, and there's all these synchronistic. And now this lady, right, she is in our collective, like she is one of the Christos identities, right? So she is from that realm. Like we had that instant bond because we were soul family. Okay, So we didn't know it, but we knew it, right? So anyway, Reiki, did that, and then I was suffering really bad physical stuff, and I think I've spoken about it in other lives. But I was on painkillers every 4 hours, right? I was on gut meds every, like, I was taking Mylanta every day. I was taking like gut meds at night to help my digestive system to expel stuff. And I was taking allergy tablets. Like, I was constantly had allergies, right? So, so someone had seen that I was into Reiki, and I met this, yeah, and again, synchronistic events. Okay, so my kid's father had always talked about two friends of his that he lived with in Chihuahua, really close, amazing friends, right? And so we moved the kids to a new school because we moved across the road from a school, like this school. So my son was in year 3, he moved to this school. And then that next year, Gracie started at that school. So, so the first mother I met, she was just this ball of light. She was just this most beautiful thing. And she, like, it was Declan's first day of school, and her son was actually in my son's year. And she's like, well, and then she's like, oh, would you like me to take a photo? So she took a photo of me and my son. I've still got that. And we got to talking, and then we added each other on Facebook, and a little while later, Daniel's like, oh, I saw Rach there. She's got a kid that goes to that school. And for some reason, I just saw this girl's face, and it ended up, it was her. And our sons were in the same year. And so she's seen that I've done Reiki. Her mum does Reiki. And anyway, she said, you might like these essential oils. So she had me over her house, and she's taught me about these oils. And I had no idea they could be used as plant medicine. I just thought they were smelly things, right? And they changed my life. They got me off all my medications, right? And changed my life. Not instantly, right? But it was something that I did with my inner tuition, my guidance, right? And these things set me free, right? And I began to work with the frequencies of nature, okay? And one thing leads to another, and, you know, learned emotion code, and then body code, become certified in those, right? And I've just taken on this journey, and when I look back, it's just so beautiful, so synchronistic, so divine, and it was all meant to be, right? And the very reason you're seeing this is because it's meant to be. You're meant to be here, right? Just so beautiful. But what happened, because I still was in this old realm of separation, right, was I was healing, and I was doing things the old way, releasing one at a time. And even when I started releasing by bulk, using the emotion code, using body code, I was going deeper, 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 because all my time, healing consumed all my time. And at the time, I was a physio assistant at an aged care facility, and I was having to have sickies all the time because I had to heal. And what happens when we need to heal? We suffer symptoms. So I was just always fucking sick, right? My body was purging, releasing, purging, releasing. I was healing, healing, healing. And that required full-time effort, right? So that's what we have here. There's so many beings, and they're doing everything they're guided to do, but they feel like they're losing a grip. It's like, wow, I'm not enjoying life anymore. Is this what life is? This fucking sucks, right? So we're at a very crucial point now where you are getting the opportunity to explore and to discover and to begin to operate in a complete new way to set you free, to take your time back, right? Yeah, so amazing time and space right now. And the fact you're seeing me, oh my God, guys, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Everything they have spoken about for this time is true. And it's even more amazing than you could ever, ever, ever imagine. This isn't 5D matrix program bullshit. You know, this is 48D, right? This is me empowering you with this information to set you free, so we can be God, sovereign, free. But there's a way to do this. They're saying there's a way. They're saying there's a way to do this. There is a way. again, my divine counterpart, things that happen with him. Yeah, just amazingly, synchronistically, just amazing. And just, they're just saying complete, like the complete, just all these events that caused so much heartache in my life yesterday were revealed to me. And it was beautiful. Okay, so the path the fool takes through the great mysteries of life, and this is it, you accessing the meaning of life, the holy grail. This is a new beginning for humanity. And I'm finally in a space where I can share it. For 4 years, I have been freaking digging my way out of hell. But now I am on my throne with my divine counterpart, and I'm ready to reign. Reign this eternal light, this eternal springs down on you, right? If you are ready and open to receive. The leap of faith is crucial. Again, that Fool card, isn't it? The leap, right? The leap of faith the Fool takes, okay, into this new. This is self-mastery, guys. This is self-discovery. You accessing your truth far out. This is a powerful freaking live. Wow. Hey, Leslie. I am very well. I'm the well of eternal springs. That's what I am. That's how well I am. So I'm a spirit guide, right? I am a spirit guide incarnate, right? I am an ascended master incarnate, right? Here to activate the God seeds, to awaken you to your actual divine truth and give you the keys, your cosmic keys to ascension, okay? Wow. See, and we are making such powerful shifts, like such momentum. Like this is why I have to come through in the now. Like, I don't plan these lives, what comes through. I have no idea what's going to come through. And I'm really getting better at not questioning, because I never get the answers. They're just like, show up, be in the now. That's when you guys get the gifts, the presents, right? So I don't know who this is. So everything in the old world's outdated, right? There's so much, it's so disempowering. But with these new tools, those that access my membership, they use all those, they can use all their past healing records, everything, right? To be able to really get them as such I'm just seeing level, like to level up like nothing before, like level of consciousness, sort of that level. They're just level up, like level up, but level of consciousness, like to level up consciousness. I don't know what they're saying. Hang on, let me have some water. I'm just seeing the word level. So yeah, so much more powerful. So this new way is, I dug my way out of hell, right? Following my inner guidance, because I incarnated to create this and nothing was going to stop me. All right. I didn't know who I was. And every month that I've healed, I've got a deeper insight, deeper truth. Right. So I was told this stuff, but I didn't believe it. It's like, would you believe that shit? If they're like, yeah, you've incarnated to freaking, show the way to others, right? To create new earth, like I wasn't even told in depth the stuff that I know now. Like, if I was told the stuff that I know now, I would have been in even more disbelief. Whatever it was, I was told at the time, like I was told I was here to change the world and here to empower people, right? Here to give people access to these new ways of healing so they could free themselves, right? So they could heal deeper than ever, ever, ever before, right? So in speaking about like emotion code and body code, you know, very early on, I fell out of alignment with them because of the really old, outdated teachings. And but that was just, the emotion code and body code was just a stepping stone for me. If I stayed in that box of emotion code and body code teachings and what they taught, I wouldn't be here. Okay, and I've always forged like this, like it's like I've always had that inner tuition, right? That guidance. Now I know it's from God, right? My divine counterpart, right? Guiding me home, right? So I have never stuck to one way. And if you're watching me, I bet you're the same, right? So all that you're missing now is the truth, right? So you can access truth for yourself. So in saying that, emotion code, body code, religion, any sort of thing that your beings are stuck or fixed in, they're keys to their ascension. All right. So they're in that particular pigeonhole for a reason. Okay. So I'm not saying emotion code is bad or body code is bad. I know that I felt a lot of hate, a lot of emotion code and body code, not all, obviously. I was not received well. Like I feel that because I didn't fit in their box anymore, because I was looking at things through a different way, and it just got a bit too far-fetched, it just got a bit too crazy for them, they turned away from me. And because I was helping, like, but they weren't meant for this journey, right? So those beings that I met in that time and space, right, those groups, because I didn't fit into their box, and because I was getting way too far out there, and because I was ascending, basically, because I was ascending, they fell out of alignment with me very quickly. That's what they're saying. Yeah. Because I was on this ascension journey, the beings in those groups, we fell out of alignment very quickly, because they just couldn't keep up, because they weren't showing up. Okay. There were certain beings that I attuned with certain ways of healing, but because they weren't showing up and receiving the new, they weren't able to keep ascending with me, with us, with our collective. So they fell out of alignment. And again, that comes down to beliefs, right? And the fact that they weren't ready for that right then and then. They didn't incarnate to move on this ascension journey with me. You know, so I've been at this for 4 years, and I've introduced this to people along the way. The people who were meant for this stayed, right? And they have built what we have now. The fact that, like, I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for my collective, okay? They energetically supported me, and I energetically supported them, and we just did the work the new way. They showed up every month to hear what came through from the frequency I was at, and as I ascended, we got access to a deeper truth. You know, all these lessons, and now we're here, and I get to serve on a much bigger scale. You know, so last year I wasn't able to do these because I was still, like, I wasn't protected enough. Now I have this divine protection where I can just shine my light and not give a fuck, right? The people that are meant to receive this, the people are meant to join us and create new earth, the people that are meant to join us and heal a new way, they will. The people that aren't meant to, they won't see this. It'll be invisible to them, or they will not resonate. They'll just think, ugh, ugh. They'll just think, ill, right? And they may be guided, they may come back later on. This is just a divine thing. It is what it is, right? So this is why it's like, you choose, you have the choice, right? This is, I am the way, right? I'm sharing that path, you choose, right? This is free will. Right now, in this moment, understand that those who choose to be free will be free, okay? That's what chosen one and free will mean. I am the way, I'm the path, all right? I know what I'm saying, okay? But I have to say what's, I know, right? I know how, I sound like a church person, right? But this isn't religion. This is the ascension, okay? So, Everything in the old world is tangled up, right, in deception and darkness, and words switched around. So the code is there, there's truth there, but it's like you have to be this master puzzle piece of putting together up, right? It's like chosen ones are the ones that chose to come here, the incarnate. They came from these higher realms, they chose to incarnate and do this, right? Come home to themselves, right? But okay, so it's like chosen ones chose to incarnate and do this mission, right? They were born, they fucking forgot who they were, right? They suffered, they've struggled, you know, but at the end of the day, they've always been guided by God, and not the religious God, their future self, Christ, okay? Now, this is the time that you get to choose what way you go. Do you choose to join Christ, to prepare to become your own savior, chosen one? Do you choose to be free? Will you choose to be free? That's the choice I'm presenting to you. Will you choose? I don't know. It's up to you. Are you going to let your beliefs, those lies, control you and contain you and keep you fixed in an old system, the Antichrist system? Okay? It's a frequency. Okay? In the Antichrist program, you have no control, and those things that you are experiencing are making you like fall deeper into that hole. So yeah, again, I'm just showing a big black hole and just the light. Like I'm just like this Antichrist program. It's like this rabbit hole that you guys have dug for yourselves, like separation, right? These labels. That's what this is symbolizing, right? The labels, the separation, the beliefs, all these things, these old world ways that you are loyal to, right? You judge others because they don't believe what you believe, right? That loyalty to the darkness. You're in this hole, right? This is all humanity, right? And there's just like a glimmer of light up there, right? So that light that you see is me. That's what they're saying. I know, but that's what they're saying because this is symbolism, okay? And this is Nadine telling her story and sharing how she receives these messages to empower you to stand in your truth and start trusting yourself a bit more, because I never trust myself, right? I never trusted myself this whole lifetime. And I never, like on this ascension, like I only spoke about what I knew, right? So, I only shared from the frequency that I was at. And then as I healed the new way and kept moving forward, kept rising, I'd get access to a deeper truth. And then look back and it's like the things that I believed before, that was slightly more distorted. Okay. So, and as I healed every month by month, right? Looking back, and then like finally when I was like moved through that Stargate, that 11th spot on the tree of life, and I began to embody Christos as well as Sophia, right? I saw so much more truth. It wasn't funny, right? And I looked back and saw the trap that I'd been in my whole life, this inorganic structure, right? And it wasn't until I embodied this Christos and received the Ankh, the key of life, to receive the fruit, then I put the foundations together to my Merkaba, and I was able to balance that masculine and feminine, that Sophia and that Christos, right? To be able to move through that realm, that Vesica Pisces, from separation to wholeness, move through that separated flower of life into this conscious realm, this Christ consciousness, right? This cosmic rebirth, right? Where I was a little cosmic baby. Like it was amazing. And that's it. Like we need to trust ourselves. Okay. Nadine, 4 years ago, like would not, like, you know what I mean? Like I've grown so much, right? I've done this and so can you, right? if you show up for yourself, if you invest in yourself, okay? If it's meant to be, you will manifest. You'll manifest what you need if it's meant to be, okay? So we need to release those money blocks, release those beliefs, okay? Because the realm, the Antichrist program keeps these spiritual people, these starseeds, all those chosen, let's say the chosen ones, in poverty, in scarcity, in lack. Our minds set to that, okay, by the programs, by the beliefs. So this is why it's really important that you take the leap of faith. All right, there's a lot of spiritual people that think that they need to give their gifts for free. By giving their gifts for free, they are falling deeper into the Antichrist program. It is a bold-faced freaking lie, okay? You need to invest in yourself. So you need don't give your shit away for free. That is your light. That is your light that you are losing, and you are falling deeper into the grips of hell. You need to say, hey, I'm amazing, I'm worthy, okay, this is how much I charge, right? And if people aren't buying what you have to sell, you've got to do the inner work. Because and this is the thing, chosen ones are in the pits of hell right now. And I don't know, I'd love to know, like, this poverty, like it's like rock bottom, right? The mindset, like everything, like the beliefs around money, because money is energy. Simple as that. Okay? So you need to invest in yourself to receive the energy, right? It's this infinity sign. So if you want to be plugged into this frequency, you need to invest in yourself. This is the number one test, right? From God, from Christ. It's like, will you invest in yourself, right? To walk through this doorway, right? To begin to prepare for your ascension to light back. Will you invest in the new way teachings, right? Will you open your mind, right? And invest. Knowledge is power, right? So showing up means investing in yourself. Okay, so it doesn't mean you have to enter the portal. Like, yes, that's the deeper level, I can serve you, but investing in yourself means showing up to these new way teachings, right? And just being open regardless. Because if you're a chosen one, if you're one of the 144, you need this. There's no way that you are going to ascend without it. This is the way, okay? So show up for yourself, invest in yourself. This knowledge is power, this light. They're saying knowledge, light, okay? This knowledge is from the light, okay? This is from abundance, right? This is from new earth abundance, heaven on earth, okay? Aurora earth, right? The highest, the most perfect, right? This is from God worlds, right? Show up. They're just saying infuse. Light, they're just saying infuse, like light. Infuse yourself with light by showing up, by pressing that like button, instilling that, right? Yes, I claim that. I claim that. I'm open, commenting, sharing this live. We need to illuminate the world, and we do that with this knowledge from this frequency, to find the chosen, to find those, to help those remember who the hell they are, right? Because in this realm of separation, you don't know the full truth, okay? It's been hidden. It's been suppressed. It's in all these different matrix traps. It's not in one way. They keep bringing up my divine counterpart, and I don't want to say that, but I don't know. I need to understand how to work with this divine counterpart now. And I think that's why he keeps popping in. So there's just so many ascended masters incarnate on this earth right now. And even these ascended masters, these chosen ones, these 144, they say, I am a chosen one. I am an ascended master. I am, right? Label, I am. but you're not right now. Like, you need to embody it, okay? You cannot be what you say you are if you haven't walked this path of embodiment. Yes, you are in a future timeline if you choose this path, okay? Yeah, so it just is what it is. Yay, thank you, Rachel. I'm so glad everyone's present and just being in the now moment, because by you guys being present, by you guys just sitting here, showing up for yourself, investing in yourself, receiving the knowledge, using this hand pose, we're anchoring right now. We are anchoring this divine frequency. Okay, so now you see, like, this is what this judgment word is coming up, and beliefs. When we are closed-minded, like, we're literally doing this. When we're closed-minded, they're just showing me blinders, but they're showing me this, right? It's like, no, 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 or it's like, no, 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 no. Like, closed-minded is like closing yourself off. You're like this seed. It's like, can't grow, right? Right? So what we need to do is really show up for ourselves, invest in ourselves, receive this light, receive this knowledge, right? Just be open. Just be like, all right, just listen. Like, and I said this last week to her. She's like, all right, she sounds batshit crazy, but I'm just going to show up. Because what happens on a consciousness level, right? You are receiving and absorbing this information. You can make it more easy on yourself if you just open your mind a little and just say, okay, I'm just going to watch it from this. Okay, I'm just going to see what the hell this lady says next. Okay. Again, really helping and serving by pressing that like button. Okay. To really push this out. So this algorithm really shows, so we can find those. Okay. Because it's only going to help us ascend, and the knowledge we receive, it's going to get more powerful. So every week you're going to see this. Okay, as we collectively ascend, okay, this is it. They're saying what we need to do is show up every week and be open. And as we do, you will watch the information that we get access to gets even more powerful and profound. Okay, and it shows collectively how we're healing, right? On a collective level, by showing up. That's it. By doing this, anchoring light of the divine. Okay, knowledge is light. This is from the tree of knowledge. This is the apple, the red apple. This is the tree of life. Okay, this is atom electron. This is creational mechanics. This is light, sound, all right, vibration. This is from the cosmic core of creation, right? This is to set humanity free. Like, I'm just seeing like the lid coming off and just light just pouring out. So you guys are here for a reason. You're here to help us anchor divine light. If you want to actually heal and stuff like that, yeah, you can join the membership. But right now, the most important thing that we are doing is showing up and sharing this with those beings that we want. Like there's so many powerful light workers, healers, shadow workers, people that study all these sacred texts, that we need them. Like, it doesn't matter what religion, this is unity. This is unity consciousness. It doesn't matter. There's no judgment. It doesn't matter what matrix trap you're in, right? You need to show up, because we need to anchor light, and we need to clear the darkness out of those programs, okay? Out of those religious programs, out of those freaking new age programs, out of those 5D bloody false light, false ascension, false this, false that. We need to bring that light down through. We are anchoring into this crystalline grid. That's what they're saying by doing this, right? And showing up to these lives, right? So you guys have a really powerful opportunity, not only for yourself, but for those people around you, right? And we can share this information freely, okay? Even do it from a space. If you resonate with what I'm saying and you're like, yeah, this is awesome, but you have that fear in sharing this because it is so different, and that's the number one obstacle that we're going to have, that is being said. Like, you guys are going to be scared to share this, okay? This is a test, right? This is a test. You guys are going to be scared to share this in your spiritual communities because it is so different, because it is so against the program, against the programs of the past, because it is so different and so out there, right? And this lady is a crazy ass cracker. You got to hear what this, it's just you got to hear what this freaking chick says, right? If people in these spiritual groups, there's a lot of people who are really just lost souls, and we need to save them. This content is here to help them. Okay, they will either take it or they won't. They will be either guided to click play and connect with us, or they won't. Simple as that. But if you see someone in deep, just if you feel guided, right? If they're questioning reality, if they're questioning life and being here, they're questioning their mission, they're questioning their purpose, they're questioning these outdated spiritual beliefs. If they're looking for answers, yeah, that's what they're saying. If they're looking for answers, if they're seeking, share a link, right, to one of the videos that I've created that you think that could help them, or push them in the direction of these streams, these weekly streams, because it's those lost souls that we're here to help. This is soul retrieval, right? Wow. This is they're just saying this is saving humanity's soul, right? Getting them out of that soulless freaking Antichrist program that's sucking their life force right out of them, right? And the more beings that that join our collective, right? This YouTube, our collective, when you're subscribed to my YouTube, to my Facebook, to this, to that, you are creating these energetic connections with myself, with God, right? With Christ, with truth. Okay. So following all my social medias and all that sort of stuff, and sharing this content and just liking and helping push this out so the algorithm sees it, right? You are receiving, right? The more you help, the more you'll be rewarded. You know what I mean? It's just this beautiful, this is the time now where this information is coming out, and it sounds crazy and amazing, but and too good to be true. And that's because this is coming from God. Okay, it's just as simple as that. This is what we've been waiting for so long. People are like, oh, there's no God, there's no God, there's no God. There is, and you can be it, right? But there's a way to embody it, right? And you are anchoring this God, they're saying force, this God force, by showing up, by anchoring. This is another anchor, Ascension, absolute, A, right? There's so much more to this, right? But by this, you are anchoring divine light. So this is for the seekers. It doesn't matter what, those that are questioning life, questioning reality. Question. King Arthur and the Holy Grail, right? This is a journey. This is a journey into the divine, right? This is a journey into this doorway, the divine, right? Shedding your ego, balancing your ego to release the ties to the old world, to move through into something so amazing, right? It's crazy. So crazy. I'm just if I was told that this is what I was going to be doing, I would not, no. But everything has happened. All the synchronicities, they've all matched up now. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this. Oh, I'm seeing a safe key, like the old ones, right? But I'm seeing all of it just perfectly aligned and just unlocks, right? This is, and I'm just seeing God, right? Unlocks God, right? And the synchronicities are it's weird. It's I can't explain it. It's everything in my life and things that I couldn't explain, they all came full circle and went yesterday. And it was what the fuck? I have to write a book because it is that crazy. And that's what I was thinking yesterday. I'm people would believe, they would not believe this. They would think that it's like it just can't be real. But it was the synchronicities and all those synchronistic events that have happened my whole life. And yesterday, everything was revealed. And it was like, wow. Also, the Fool is a quest too. That's it. And seekers, we need to question. You beautiful truth seekers that have been stuck down all those conspiracy theory freaking rabbit holes, you guys have been doing what has been, you've been guided to do, questioning reality. But you've got to do it the right way. You're doing it, you're feeding the darkness the way you're doing it right now. Okay, so we need all those truth seekers that have been trusting in God, right? Operating the opposite way that they're meant to. We need to share the truth and how to operate so they can connect to God, right? So they can connect the dots, okay? So they can begin this quest into truth, like the absolute truth of source, to return to their source, to, yeah, it's just amazing. It's just so beautiful what is possible now, because I've done it. All right. And that's all it takes is one person. And then that's when, all right. And we've got people doing it, right? And everything has led us to this freaking point. They're just saying to the point. Like, we're in this frequency now where I get to be to the point. Like, that's exciting. Because for so long it's been really hard to navigate, you know, and especially with all the, you know, the collective energies too, navigating through like the noise of the collective, right? But this is where I've walked through this doorway to be able to sit on this throne with my divine counterpart, right? I have this divine counterpart in spirit. I'm here in the physical. Okay, we have the masculine in the spirit, and we have the female in the physical, right? Mater, the mother, right? In the physical, mater, I am that. I'm the divine holy mother, right? It's so synchronistic, it's not funny. And guess what my grandmother's name was? Mater, right? That's what I called her. And people would go, what's Mater? Who's Mater, right? Like, what did you just call her? You know? And I'm like, Mater. And, but Mater, a clue for me, and something that, like, you know, the other day, was it yesterday? I lose track because I'm just constantly working and coding and learning. So anyway, so it's just beautiful. It's like, it's a love story. It's a love story. It's just, and I'm just like, divine love, okay? Divine love, a mother's love. That's what they're saying. Mater. That's it. The mother, she has arrived, okay? And now she is here to find those who chose to empower them so they can begin their ascent, right? And begin ascension. So you choose how you choose to join us, and just be open. And the more open you are, the more you will receive. The more you energetically connect to myself, be it socials, portal, whatever, the memberships portal, whatever, you will receive. Like, so this is about releasing. Actually, yeah, so they're bringing this up now. Very important, okay? And this is a really important lesson. I don't know if we've had it in our public streams. We had it the other day in our members stream. So it's very interesting that this information is coming out now for you guys as well, okay? So here we go. Hang on. And if you're showing up for these and you haven't got time, make sure you come back to it. It's the best thing that you can do, right? It's serving your highest purpose. Like, pause it and come back. That's why go to YouTube, subscribe to YouTube, you know, and then just you'll be able to come back and watch from where you left off, right? Like, because the light is contained within these streams. These are blessed. okay? You're opening up that doorway, right, to the absolute, to be one with us, to be receiving as much light possible. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from. Now, this is a really important, valuable lesson because we have a lot of light leakage here, okay? And we learned about light leakage in our membership to help us strengthen our protection. Anyway, so right now, humanity, stop it. No. All right. All right. Okay. So they want me to say fucked. All right. So humanity are fucked right now. Okay. So we need to be able to help them and help them take back as much light possible. Okay. Again, see, if I don't say the word that's there for me, it's like it just highlights. It's like the word fucked is just like flashing, like one of those on-air signs. It's just like, or like a flashing sign. Anyway, so, and these things are strategically said from spirit, and I say them because there are no filters. So I'm not filtering anything for you guys. And part of my reason for being is I need to trigger people. So that word fucked was just like flashing. And if I didn't say it, it would have just, anyway. So there's certain things that I need to say, and they're just saying Nadine needs to take away all the filters. So again, there's a little mini lesson. Anyway, taking back our light, containing our light, okay? So we need to, number one, do some spiritual house cleaning, okay? Because you are spirit having a human experience, but right now, spirit can't shine through because of all the clutter, okay? Because you need to clean your house, okay? This house is full of freaking demons. It's full of darkness, holes, it's leaking, it's a freaking shipwreck, okay? It's at the bottom of the ocean, okay? So what we need to do is start to work on this vessel, okay, to contain as much light possible, right? Because right now, yeah, you guys are in this and you guys are receiving, but this light is lost, right? And that the way that it shows that this is lost is you're not connecting with a lot of it, okay? Because it's just coming in, but then it's pouring out, okay? And the energetic blockages, the separation, keeps that from you because you are one of the eternal mind. But in this mind matrix, in this old world system, like that mind is freaking like lock and key, like every dimension, like locked, right? So I need to teach you guys truth and ways that you can take back your light without having to walk through that members portal, okay? Because we need to really work. They're just saying rehabilitation. Okay, this is rehabilitation, right? Because I'm here to serve everyone that shows up for themselves. Because those that show up, you guys are helping in this. You're playing a big, massive role by you doing the inner work and by you doing the things that get taught in these free streams. You are actually raising the frequency of not only yourself but the planet and those around you. Okay, so they're just saying share, right? Share. They're just saying share. This is about us sharing, right? This. Okay. Sharing in this. Okay. I don't know. They're showing me ring, like a golden ring. Like a halo. But then the absolute, like this golden. Anyway, so what we need to do is start to clean house, okay? Now, I want you guys to think about who you're connected to on social media, okay? And this is a lesson that I had quite some time ago, and I've had it every so often. Like I've had to do these probably about 3 times. Go through and go into my personal, like let's use Facebook as this is where the main work I had to do was. So there were a lot of things holding me back on Facebook, okay? So to clean house, we need to release those things that aren't serving us anymore, okay? So a really great place to start, guys, is going through that friend list and releasing all those people that you don't talk to anymore, those people who have been toxic and nasty and just that you don't talk to anymore, right? Those people you've grown out of, because we have to create a new self. Okay, this isn't about attaching to the past. And again, loyalty keeps you from royalty. That's what they're saying. Loyalty keeps you from royalty. That's funny. So it blocks you from stepping into your divine self. Okay. I have to keep this person because in year 7, they were really, like silly little attachments like that. So, loyalty blocks royalty. So friends list. Another one that you can do right now, if you're a bit too scared to go onto your friends list, is go onto the pages that you like and follow. And ask yourself, is this serving my highest purpose? Okay. Something you can do is use this and then ask, and then use the body as an instrument to show you. Again, using this hand pose, asking, does this serve me? If you feel your head or your body or a pressure in here, just leave that, okay? Is this serving me? And your head goes back, or you feel a pressure in the back of your head or whatnot. Again, you'll get deeper clarity if you use this. Ask, is this serving me? And use your body's instrument, this vessel, right? That spirit, that little bit of spirit that you have access to, right? The body, the spirit, that mind, right? Use that to ask, does this serve me? Does this serve my highest good? And see what way your body moves. Practice this, okay? Those ones that don't serve you, unfollow, unlike. Okay? Groups, that's a big one that held me back many times in my ascension, okay? I was in these groups that were so low frequency, they were dragging me down. They were freaking dragging me down. And, one of the big ones was the emotion code and body code, because there was a lot of, I felt so judged by that community, right? But as well, being connected to that community, I'm consenting to being a part of that. I'm connecting my energy. So there was still these ties that were keeping me to that, even if I wasn't active in that group anymore. Okay. And then same as my, one of the, like on this ascension, I've gravitated to different groups, right? All part of my ascension. What was one of the ones? The Kabbalah? No, it wasn't. Anyway, real high level type information, but still it's very low frequency compared to what we have now. The emerald type tablets and stuff like that. The Kabbalah, is it Hermetics? All those sort of ones, they were all around the same sort of time that I joined those groups. And for some reason, I was getting held back in my ascension, right? And it was because of all the negative stuff and the judgments. Because people think their truth is the only truth, and then they judge others because that doesn't align with their truth. So they cast negativity on others. So you'll find in those spiritual groups, there's a lot of arguments and bullshit going on because this person doesn't align with this person's truth. And they're both like, you see that? So I want you to know, like, I want you to share. Do you guys see that in spiritual communities? Like, it's so much hate and spiritual people who are spewing their new age spiritual bullshit, and then others are, so we're all coming from a different truth. And that is why, like, we don't seek outside for validation of our truth, because our truth is our truth. Our truth is sacred. Okay. And by getting tied up in groups that are low frequency, and there's a lot of bickering and arguing, and anyway, I'm just saying, do what feels right for you, because on this ascension, like, I had to release myself, like emotion code, very early on, but then also other spiritual groups that I was in, the 144 light workers, like, I had to release myself from them because it was just so low frequency, the information and the people, and the negative attitudes and behaviors and judgments. It was just really, because I was following that group, because I was in that group, my energy was connected to them. So everything that was going on in that was me, within me, right? Because I had energetically, and I energetically had to release myself from them too, the new way. But not actually, I've done that recently, but I didn't do that back then. What I had to do was I had to learn in the physical, I had to cut that tie, which meant leaving that group, okay? Because it wasn't serving me, it was holding me down, it was holding me back. So you want to be in Facebook groups that serve you right then in the now moment, okay? Because we're moving up, we're creating a new self. We're allowing our spirit to get to shine through more. So our spirit cannot operate through this vessel if we're tied to old parts of who we were, who we are, things that don't serve us anymore. So one of the most powerful ways that you can take back as much light possible is just by going through the groups that you're associated with on social media and leaving the groups that you're not in resonance with anymore, that don't feel good. Again, ask, does this group serve my highest purpose? Right? Using the new way hand pose, the absolute, the avatar, the anchor, that asking your Christ avatar, asking your absolute self, right? Does this group serve me? And if it doesn't, leave it, okay? Does this Facebook page serve me? Right? If it doesn't, unlike, unfollow, right? Does this Facebook, like, do what feels good to you in the moment. Go with your guidance, okay? Don't overthink it. Just go with what you feel in your heart, what feels good, okay? Release all those things that you have grown out of, because you will not step into your absolute self and your highest timeline if you're still tied to the past, if you're still tied energetically, invested, right, in those things. So, like, you clear your email list, right, for subscriptions you don't want to receive anymore, right? Same thing, okay? Because you're subscribing to something new now, and you are investing in the reclamation of your God self, right? Your divine self, your absolute self, your just the, I'm just getting just, because these things that we're tied to, they're draining our creative force, okay? Because you are a creator, you are a God. I'm here to help you and teach you and share with you what I've learned so you can choose to do this. So so there's so it's great to see there's beings that are doing this, and we want to create a community here. So that's why I'm urging everyone to come onto YouTube and comment, so I can see your guys' names and we can have this video where we really collaborate, right, and talk about these teachings, and then like go and like we stop, like that's it. They're saying, like, show up for these lives, invest in them yourself as close to the moment in time that you can, because next week the information is going to be so much different, right? You're watching the Ascension, right? You're seeing someone else go through and receive this for you, and you become a part of the creation process of this, because I've incarnated, right, to do this. I've done it. It was freaking destined. There was no escaping it. And if you're a chosen one, if you're one of the 144, there is no escaping it. So what we're doing here is we are anchoring this light so we can help the chosen ones, the 144. We can help those earth angels wake up, those creators, those seeds of God, help them wake up and remember who, well, at least begin to start follow. So I'm seeing a light, like follow the light, like see the light. Yes, see the light, okay? So what they're saying is subscribing to this YouTube channel and using these streams, these weekly streams, to receive the information, and then trying it, then coming back and commenting on the video, right, that you watched, right, giving your feedback, because we are spiritual scientists, okay? These are practical tools that anyone can do to tune into God, right, to tune into Christ, to tune into their future self, okay? The path is being illuminated, right? This is the stairway to heaven, all right? This is the stairway to heaven. And the stairway to heaven, all right, is the number 9, right? It's this spiral. It goes opposite, right? So we've got the 666, which is the old world, where all humanity are logged into, where you are watching from right now, bar some members that are in the portal. And then we have this 9, right? And then we have the 3. 3, 6, 9, the keys to unlocking the fucking universe, guys, okay? So we are spiritual scientists, and we are here. We are getting the truth from God, source, creation. All these things are coming together. All these different things that we've heard are all coming in to this live stream, to these live streams, right? So you can see the freaking light for yourself. Because right now humanity are programmed. They're stuck in a system that keeps them freaking blocked from the truth, because they're operating the wrong freaking way. But now is the time for you to take the leap and join us, join our collective, join this YouTube, subscribe, right? Connect to my social media so you can anchor as much of this light possible, right? These are all streams of information, right? All these social media accounts that I have, by connecting to them, by sharing them, like we are able to anchor more light, right? This is you, like I've had to learn how creation of the old world works, right? By digging my way out of hell and seeing all the darkness in the programs they use, right? Stepping into this archetype, this architect frequency, right? This founder frequency, this arc, this mother arc in which I am. Like I have had to learn how it's done to learn how to undo it. Okay. So there's no one else on this planet that is going to share what I'm going to share with you. No one. How do I know it? Because I'm God. Okay. And if it triggers you, it triggers you, right? But I'm here to trigger you, because everything I say is opposite to the old world. So it's going to trigger you. And what happens when we have a trigger? That's all your blockages. That's all the separation. Okay. It's the beliefs. It's the programs, right? It's the mind control. All humanity are mind controlled. That's it. I'm saying I've incarnated and I've ascended. I've done what Jesus has done. I speak from this frequency, and they're saying of the sun, right? I am the sun, and I'm here to guide you home. I'm the light, right? I'm the light of Christ, right? Sounds fucking funny. But this is raw. This is authentic. This is beautiful, okay? I'm sharing my truth authentically. I'm not filtering it. I'm not blocking out language because, oh, YouTube might block me, or because of this, because that, because I might trigger this person who doesn't like swearing. I might do. No, I'm speaking my truth. This is my story, my journey. This is the way, right? And I need to be as authentic as possible to be able to do this, okay? This is the sun with the little Nadine twist, okay? You are the sun with your unique twist. We are all the sun, but we need to embark upon this journey of anchoring light, right? To walking the stairway to heaven. The stairway to heaven is actually this 9, right? Right? The stairway to heaven, 9. The old world, 6. All right. So if you enjoyed this and you want more, you want to access the frequency, you want to start to heal, to wipe, to rehabilitate your DNA, check out my link. The membership portal is in the bio. That is going to change April Fool's Day because there's something new and amazing beginning, right? And using those 3, 6, 9 keys to unlock even more magic. So I just have to do what I'm guided to do. Yes, the membership will be changing, but hey, it's all divinely guided, and I just do what I do in the now. And it's not happening now because they I don't know if it's happening April Fools or they just really wanted me to understand that April Fools, like April Fools, because after the 23rd of March, I'm going to be, I don't know what's going to happen. They're like, the 23rd of March, it's the 23rd of March, the 23rd of March. And I'm like, but things are so amazing already, but it's like the 23rd of March. So apparently there's a lot of astrological type things, cosmic, they're saying cosmic because it's not just what we know in this solar system. There's so much more cosmically, right, intergalactically, interdimensionally, there's so much happening, right? They're just saying this is the beginning of something new, right? And I did look, an April Fool's Day is a Saturday for me. So I don't know. I think it's Saturday, isn't it, guys? But Saturn, Satan, the demiurge, right? Saturday is his day. So am I kicking him off his throne completely? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea, but I just know this is the beginning of something amazing. And on April Fool's Day, collectively, for humanity, is the beginning of something amazing. So let's just freaking like this video. If you're on Facebook, press all those love hearts. Love, 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 because we should be so freaking grateful. So let's just take a moment, using that hand pose and just thinking right now, taking advantage of this light, right? And just thinking of everything that we're grateful for, right? Everything that we're grateful for, because we want to build on that. Okay, we want to just sit here in this bubble of gratitude and just think of the things that we're grateful for right now, so we can pull light into that, right? To strengthen that, okay? Because we're here to strengthen. Wow, this is amazing. This is the God force, man. Like, this is serving. This is service. This is crazy. This is beyond belief. Beyond belief, isn't it? Beyond belief. Beyond the deception, the delusion. It's just so... By us taking advantage, they're saying, we are... It's like we're like... I don't know. I'm just saying advantage. Advantage. It's our advantage, I guess. So we want to take advantage, because this is for, like, I'm just saying advantage, like advantage. To our advantage, sort of thing. Like, we chose to come here and do we chose to come here and do something, and you guys are here in this moment with me for a very special, spectacular reason, and you guys are a part of the creation of this, the fueling and the dismantling of the old world. So that's what they're saying. So let's just, I don't know, it's just like, this is just the beginning. This is the beginning, and everything you thought you knew, well, get ready for the shake-up, okay? Get ready for the shake-up. Get ready. Yeah, just get ready for the shake-up. That's what I'm getting. Just get ready. The shake-up. Get ready for the shake-up. It's like I see a jar with fireflies, and I'm in Australia, and I don't have fireflies, but I'm seeing a jar with fireflies, and it's like, it's just a jar with bugs, but then it gets shaken, and all their asses light up, right? So that's what I'm seeing. It's like, get ready to light up. The more people we share this with, the more powerful a force we are, and the more we can really push. And like, it's like, I'm seeing monument, like monumental, like a, And they say mountain, like monument, like mountain, like I'm just seeing a snowball down a mountain, how it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So how did I go? Did I lag at all? Because the other day my internet was lagging and my voice was all out of sync. So I'm curious to how I'm going today. That's it. So yeah, Raluca's been doing some clearing, and she's also unsubscribed to certain YouTube channels. Exactly. So we want to unsubscribe for things that don't serve us, and we go with how, like, we resonate, like if we're resonating with that or not. If you don't resonate, leave it. If it doesn't feel good, or if you're like, I don't really get, you know, if you feel like, it's like, just leave it, right? Because those things it's showing you, like those things you are tied to, you're energetically connected to, and that group and the people in the group, because there's a lot of spiritual groups that are very hazardous for us. Okay, so that's it. I'm just getting connected. So I have a free Facebook community. Okay, so that is still sort of, it's there, and that is going to be something amazing. So right now we're just getting people to join that, so we can see what comes next with that. But we're not at that part of the mission yet. But come and join, and yeah, come and join, and we'll see what comes of that. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, and then share this content, so we can anchor as much light possible. So yeah, so do your homework, guys. Okay, so release yourself from all those things that don't serve. Again, using your vessel, using your instrument as a guide, using your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, using your discernment. Release yourself from those. You know, keep using that hand pose and doing all those things we spoke about, and come back and share on, like, come back to YouTube and share in the comments, like, because this is all about collaboration and sharing. That's how we're going to reconnect with our collective, with our soul family, by sharing, by working together in cooperation, right? By collaborating, sharing our results, right? We are spiritual scientists, and we want to test these things out that Nadine's sharing. Okay, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to tune into your truth and do the work, right? So you can be as on the highest timeline possible, right? And make powerful, powerful shifts, right? Oh, Raluca said my internet was lagging a little at the beginning. Yeah, I don't know why that is. See, maybe I might be, yeah, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to have to read into that, and I don't know. So I'm thinking I'm just going to do strictly YouTube. I don't know, but I might have to do some, do an update on my computer or something. Hey, anyway, we'll just see. Thank you for joining, and don't forget to press that like button to really, so we can reach a broader range. Press that like button, press that like button, so we can really push this video out, you know, and show your support. Like, again, what we spoke about before, when we align our energy, when we do things like this, when we connect, right, we are creating energetic ties. So by doing that, by supporting this message, by supporting this, you are actually able to anchor and receive more light. Okay, this is a giving and receiving. This is the new earth. So when you support this, you receive. Okay, all right, beautiful beings, have an amazing day. Bye.